Welcome back to the Bryk Breakdown. I am Matt Bryk, your host. Today is Wednesday, July 26th. A lot going on in the NFL, so let's get right into the news. Well, the most important news is that there's 43 days until kickoff, so that's exciting. But there's lots of news, so let's get right into it. Jordan Addison was given a citation for speeding, going 140 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone, and claimed that he had a dog emergency. So we have that. That kind of reminds everyone of Henry Ruggs when he did something of that nature and unfortunately, caused an accident and now is in jail. But hopefully Addison figures it out and stops fooling around. Denzel Mims was traded with it was Mims and a 2025 7th was traded to the Lions for a 2025 6th. Dan Snyder is no longer the owner of the Washington Commanders. Josh Harris bought the team for $6.05 billion, and they will change the team name. Snyder was also fined $60 million from the investigation from the NFL. Melvin Gordon signed a one-year deal with the Ravens. There's some concern with J.K. Dobbins. I think that's why they did that, for depth. The Giants signed Cole Beasley and James Robinson. I was shocked to see Cole Beasley signed to another team, but I can understand James Robinson and a little bit of his concern with the injuries he's had. But yeah, Cole Beasley and James Robinson going to New York. Jimmy Garoppolo passed his physical and has been cleared by doctors. He had foot surgery a while back, and he's good to go. And of course, Kadarius Toney tweaked his knee in a special teams drill and had to get surgery to clean up cartilage in his knee. Already. There's mixed reporting on whether or not he'll be able to play week 1. I guess we will find out in 43 days. Nyheim Hines unfortunately suffered a knee injury in a skiing accident a couple days ago. And unfortunately, he will miss the 2023 NFL season. Prayers to him and his family. That's a shame. Hope he comes back better than ever next season. C.J. Gardner-Johnson had a non-contact knee injury and did not suffer structural damage. It is considered week to week. Broncos defensive end Ioma Uwazurki, I'm butchering that name, has been suspended indefinitely for violating the league's gambling policy. This league is players are constantly getting caught gambling and getting suspended. So hopefully, I know that the NFL has been tracking down and hitting the hammer over the head with this gambling situation. So hopefully players figure it out and stop gambling and follow the rules. Free agent offensive tackle Isaiah Wilson has been suspended 3 games for an undisclosed reason. So there's that. Tyreek Hill's Marina legal situation has been settled. I'm not quite sure. I'm sure the NFL has investigated in that, or probably still is. Not sure if there will be a suspension for Hill or not, but I guess we'll find out if there will be. I don't know. I really don't know. Saquon Barkley signed a 1-year deal with the Giants with a no-tag clause, meaning that they can just tag him after this year, and he will be put in the same situation again. He got what he wanted. He got, I think it was 11 mil, and then like a 2 mil signing bonus or something, and then another $900,000 in incentives, which is fine. But he's going to find himself in the same exact spot next year when they tag him. I guess he's ready for it. I don't know. Jimmy Graham is back with the Saints for a 1-year deal. Good for him, Jimmy Graham. It's kind of shocking to me. I wonder how. I'm gonna look it up. I don't know how old Jimmy Graham is. He's 36. Jeez. Okay. Good for him. Brock Purdy has been cleared for training camp. So good news there. Nick Bosa is not at training camp. He's trying to work out a contract extension. Trayvon Diggs got a $97 million 5-year extension with the Cowboys. The Broncos signed kicker Brett Maher, who notoriously missed, I want to say it was 3 extra point kicks in a playoff game last year with the Cowboys. Not so great, but maybe he does better with the Broncos. Justin Herbert got the bag, got a 5-year, $262.5 million extension. Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves it. To me, it just shows that Joe Burrow will make a lot of money because he will make more. Yeah, pretty sure that makes Herbert the most highest paid player in the NFL. But Joe Burrow is going to cash in sooner or later. The Texans extended Laramie Tunsil on a 3-year, $56 million deal. The Giants extended Andrew Thomas on a 5-year, $117.5 million deal. And one of my favorite pieces of news today, I'm going to show on my screen here. If you're not watching on YouTube, I highly recommend checking me out on YouTube. Hold on. Real quick. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Tua Tagovailoa, as you can see on your screen here, now has a sleeve tattoo, and I love it. I think it's awesome, and I think people are doubting this man, and get ready for Tua season, everyone. He's going to go crazy. Sleeved Tua is going to be nuts. Frank Reich announced Bryce Young is their starting quarterback. The Chicago Bears extended Cole Kmet on a 4-year, $50 million deal. And in recent news, quarterbacks have been turning down going on the quarterback Netflix documentary. I know 2 notable ones I saw were Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa, I believe, turned it down. Didn't want to do it. All right, that's enough for the news. Today we're going to be talking about Madden Rankings. And we'll have another top 10 list later on in the show. But first, let's get right into some of these Madden rankings that were recently released. Let me just pull it up real quick. All right. So let's look at the top 10 quarterbacks. Okay. Hold on. Why is that? What is that? All right, wait. There we go. Is that right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm going to take that banner down. And where did the thing go? I don't know. Okay. Well, here we go. Okay. So, Patrick Mahomes is 99 overall. Obviously, I mean, he just won the Super Bowl. No one can stop this kid from going here. He's very, very good, and that's why he's the 99 overall. Joe Burrow at number 2, 95 rating. Yeah, Joe Burrow is excellent. I can understand why he's 2. Josh Allen is number 3 at 94. One of the best, obviously, in the league. Can understand it. Lamar Jackson at 91. I don't like that because he's gotten hurt a good amount, and I don't think that's fair. Because Lamar, and I'm not denying Lamar Jackson's talent, it's just that he's gotten hurt a good amount. And how can you rate someone that's been hurt so much and give him a 91? And to give my Jalen Hurts an 88, who just went rogue on the league last year, is what it is. But Lamar Jackson should not be that high. Not a 91. Yep, Jalen Hurts at 5 at 88, which is just kind of a disgrace. I'd understand. I would accept Hurts being at 4, but not at 5. I don't think that's right. Justin Herbert at 6 at 87. Tied with Dak Prescott at 7 at 87. Herbert is obviously one of the best in the league. He just got the bag, so I can understand that. Dak Prescott at an 87. I don't know about that. And I am biased, and I don't really care, but he did not have that great of a year last year, in my opinion. Threw the most interceptions, and he's an 87. Okay. Aaron Rodgers at 8 at 86. I understand that. That's pretty cool. I like that he's still up there. Respect. Number 9 is Kirk Cousins at 84. I feel like, I think that Kirk Cousins is an accurate quarterback. And after I recently watched that quarterback documentary on Netflix, highly recommend it if you're into football. But I like Kirk Cousins a lot more now. He's a very genuine guy, lives and breathes football. Pretty neat. Like to see how he works on and off the field. Pretty neat. Tua Tagovailoa at 10 at 83, which I think is kind of probably if you've been watching this podcast, you know how much I am a Tua guy. But 83 might be a little too high, especially since he got hurt. How is that fair? All right. Let's go. I think there are more quarterbacks. So let's see what we got here. No. Hold on. There we go. Share. Okay, so at 11 we have Trevor Lawrence. See, Trevor Lawrence should be higher than Tua, for sure. For sure. 82. Geno Smith at 81 at 12. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Jared Goff at 80. I see Goff being like an 81 or an 82. I think they're kind of killing Goff. Kyler Murray at 79. Okay. Derek Carr at 78. Tied with Deshaun Watson. Man. Okay. All right. That's wild. 15 to 16. All right. I guess, that's just where we're at this point. Deshaun Watson at a 78. Yeah, I mean, he didn't play the whole season. I guess that's why. Plus, he hasn't played and all that. Jimmy Garoppolo at 77. Tied with Russell Wilson. I can see Garoppolo being a 77. But he also didn't play last year. Well, no, he did play last year. He just got hurt. And he's a 77. I think that might be a little too high. Sue me. Russell Wilson, okay, 77. Ryan Tannehill at 76. Okay. And Justin Fields at 76. Understandable. All right. I think like Kyler Murray down is a little acceptable, except Garoppolo. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not enough games being played. I don't know. I think he missed like 6 games. I could be wrong. All right. Let's go to let's do the running backs next. Top 10 running backs. All right. Wow, I did not know that. Nick Chubb at number 1. I love that. Oh, that makes me so happy. I am a Nick Chubb truther. I am a Georgia Bulldogs fan. I have Nick Chubb's Browns jersey because I love Nick Chubb so much. Nick Chubb at 97. Man, that makes me so happy. I don't know if, no, he deserves it. He's that good. He's just unbelievable. Christian McCaffrey at 2, 96. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the next 3 were number 1, but Nick Chubb, I love that. That's awesome. Whoever did that did it right. Number 3 is Josh Jacobs at 95. I could have seen Jacobs at 1. I could have seen McCaffrey at 1. Derrick Henry at 94. Could have seen Henry at 1. Austin Eckler's at 7 and 89. Wrong. That's so wrong. That's bad. That's pretty bad. Okay. That's wrong. Derrick Henry. Okay, so then Saquon at 5 at 93. I can understand that. Dalvin Cook, 91 at 6. Austin Eckler, 89. Which is wrong. He should be at least a top. He should be a top 3 guy. And I would make the case that Nick Chubb should be lower, but I'm not going to. Jonathan Taylor, 89. Tony Pollard, 88. And Aaron Jones, 88. I think most of these are pretty accurate, except for Austin Eckler at 89. That's ridiculous, and Madden needs to change it. Okay. What other ones do we have? Oh, we just got the receivers. All right. Oh, whoops. There we go. Share that. Okay. Number 1 in the 99 club, Justin Jefferson. Deserves it so much. He's the best. He's the best. Tyreek Hill at 98. That's wild. Jamar Chase at 94. Damn. All right, fair enough. Whatever. Man. Devontae Adams at 97. Respect. Stephon Diggs at 96. Tied with Cooper Kupp at 4 and 5. 96. And Cooper Kupp got hurt last year and didn't play much. I feel like Cooper Kupp should be like a solid 8 right now. Like, you know what I mean? Okay. Jamar Chase at 6, 94. Don't agree with that. DeAndre Hopkins at 93. You can't tell me A.J. Brown is worse than Terry McLaurin, DeAndre Hopkins. Can't tell me that right now. But that's what they're telling me. Terry McLaurin is a 92. A.J. Brown's a 91, and Amari Cooper's a 91. I can see Amari Cooper being a 91. I think that's fair. A.J. Brown's not a 91. In this case, Terry McLaurin is not a 92. I'd give him a solid 88. DeAndre Hopkins, I'd give DeAndre Hopkins a 90. Maybe a 91. But I don't think he is who he was, you know. Okay, well, I thought that would be fun. I've always loved Madden. I buy it every year because I just love it, and I don't care that it's a little. I don't care that it's a roster update. I like it, and I enjoy it. So that's just what it is. Something that I cherish and appreciate. So there you go. The Madden ratings for 2023. I think it comes out August 18th, and I will be there getting it when I can. Now I'm going to do the top 10 AFC running backs. Starting it off at number 10, I have J.K. Dobbins, simply because he's gotten hurt. I'm a big fan of his talent. I love his talent. I think he's very talented. However, he has gotten hurt a good amount of times, and that's why I have him at 10. Simple, done. Going on to number 9. Number 9, I have Ramondre Stevenson. He's young. He's versatile. He's what have I said? Oh, I say that he's like a bowling ball kind of. He reminds me a lot of LeGarrette Blount, who was with the Patriots. And the only thing I don't like about that is that I feel like he what do you call it? He like forces the contact. He like goes for the contact, and that scares me. But even though I'm not a big fan of his style, I think he deserves to be in the top 10 list for sure. He's very talented. Ramondre Stevenson at number 9. Number 8, I have Joe Mixon. I feel like Joe Mixon has also gotten hurt a good amount in his career, but you cannot deny that he is very talented. He restructured with the Bengals, and he will probably be there for the next 2 years. And he's done well there. So respect to him, and that's why I'm at number 8. Number 7, I have Travis Etienne because I just think that he has done very well with the Jags in the past 2 years. He's done very well. That's my only. Oh wait, he tore his ACL his first year, so last year was his first year. All right, maybe I'd have to rethink that. But for now, he's at number 7. I forgot that he did that. That sucks. Yeah, Urban Meyer drafted him, and he tore his ACL, I'm pretty sure. That's a shame. But Travis Etienne is still pretty cool and very talented, so I'll keep him at 7 for now. Let's see here. Oh, number 6, Najee Harris. Again, I think he's just done very well. I know he was playing hurt last year. He had that Liz Frank, I think that's what you call it, injury or surgery or something like that. I don't remember. He had an injury, and he was not playing to his greatest potential, in my opinion. So, yeah, I mean, other than that, I still think he's very talented. Did great in Alabama. But he's not the best. We have a couple more. Number 5, I have Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, 2 years ago, not even 2 years ago, even last year, people were all over Jonathan Taylor. He's an excellent running back. When he gets by you, he's gone. Like, see ya. Man, he was just awesome. Still is, and I hope the best for him. I know he's currently on the PUP right now. Doesn't mean anything ridiculous. Doesn't mean he's missing the whole season. Doesn't mean he's missing on week 1. They can activate people on PUP and take them off whenever they want. A lot of it's all precautionary, so hope the best for him in 2023. Number 4, I have Nick Chubb. That's my guy. He's just a beast, and I think without Kareem Hunt, he might be the number 1 fantasy football running back this year. So keep your eye on Nick Chubb when you're drafting, but I have him at 4 in the top 10 AFC running backs. Okay. Number 3, I have Josh Jacobs, who I'm pretty sure had the rushing title last year. He had a hell of a year. Just he proved me wrong. I didn't think he was going to be that great last year, but he proved me wrong. Case in point. Number 2, I have Austin Eckler. He is just a beast. Runs the ball, catches the ball, always scoring touchdowns, and he's just someone you can't bring down. He's unbelievable. I love Austin Eckler. I love how fantasy football friendly he is. He loves fantasy football, so I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, Austin Eckler. Number 2. And finally, number 1, Derrick Henry. I just don't think you can, in my opinion, dethrone King Henry right now. He's obviously still, in my opinion, the best in the AFC. One of the best in the league for sure. But he's so hard to take down. And when he's going, he runs you over. And that's just how he plays. And they'll run it 30 times, sure, and try to win the football game. He is unbelievable. So yeah, that's the top 10 AFC running backs. We will end it with the quote of the day. Today's quote of the day is, "I never think of the future. It comes soon enough." Albert Einstein. That is it for today's episode. Thank you all for listening, watching, whatever you're doing. Please like, subscribe, follow, leave a review. Follow the podcast on Twitter, which is now being called X, which is ridiculous. I'm never calling Twitter X. I'm always calling it Twitter. Follow the podcast on Twitter at Bryk Breakdown, BRYK Breakdown. Follow my personal Twitter account at BrykMatt, BRYKMATT. You can follow on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter. And I have a Threads account. I just haven't threaded yet. I guess that's what it's called. I'm not quite sure, but I have. There is a podcast account on Threads as well. I might get into it sooner or later. Thank you all so much for listening, and have a great day.